The identity of the person who wants to harm you is revealed, and shockingly that person is your. My beloved child, before you move your finger or let your mind wander, pause right here, because what is about to unfold was not meant for everyone, only for the one who stayed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and every second you remain will make the picture clearer. You have felt it, even if you could never explain it. A subtle pressure in the room when certain words are spoken. A silence that feels heavier than noise. A smile that arrives a second too late. You told yourself you were imagining things, that you were overthinking, that everyone goes through moments of doubt. But this is not imagination. This is recognition. And recognition always begins quietly. Right now, as you listen, something ancient is being activated inside you. That feeling you have carried. The sense that someone close does not want to see you rise, was never random. It was a signal. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will explain what you've been sensing for a long time. You see, harm does not always arrive with loud footsteps. It rarely announces itself. It hides in familiarity. It dresses itself as concern. It speaks in soft tones and pretends to protect while slowly draining your strength. The most dangerous intentions are not held by strangers, because strangers have no access. Only someone close can reach the places that matter. Think carefully now. There have been moments when your confidence dimmed after a conversation. Moments when your excitement faded after sharing good news. Moments when you felt smaller without knowing why. That wasn't coincidence. That was influence. And influence, when repeated, becomes direction. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and every word you hear now is pulling back a curtain that has been closed for too long. The person who wants to harm you did not start that way. That is the part most people never understand. At one time, there may have been admiration. There may have been closeness. There may even have been love. But somewhere along the way, comparison crept in. And comparison, when left unchecked, turns into quiet resentment. Resentment does not scream. It studies. It watches your growth. It measures your progress against its own insecurities. And when it realizes you are moving beyond a place it cannot follow, it changes form. It becomes subtle opposition. It becomes discouragement masked as advice. It becomes doubt disguised as realism. Stay with me. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will finally connect the dots. Have you noticed how certain plans never seem to move forward after you share them? How certain opportunities feel delayed right after you let someone know your next step? Information is powerful. And when information falls into the wrong hands, it doesn't need force to cause damage. It only needs timing. The person who wants to harm you knows your patterns. They know your fears. They know which words slow you down and which silences make you question yourself. That knowledge did not come from spying. It came from proximity. from access you willingly gave because you trusted. This is where the truth becomes uncomfortable. Harm does not always mean destruction. Sometimes harm means limitation, keeping you just uncertain enough to hesitate, just doubtful enough to wait, just tired enough to stop pushing forward. That is how potential is quietly buried, without noise, without conflict, without visible struggle. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it reveals itself, you will finally understand why certain cycles kept repeating. The identity of this person is closer than you think. So close that if I told you too quickly, you might reject it. Not because it's false, but because it challenges everything you assumed about loyalty and support. The mind protects itself by denying what feels too painful to accept. So let this unfold slowly. Let the truth approach you instead of crashing into you. Ask yourself this: who benefits when you doubt yourself? Who feels more comfortable when you stay quiet instead of stepping forward? Who subtly changes the subject when you speak about growth, change, or new direction? These are not accusations. They are observations. And observations do not lie. Stay here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next realization will shift how you see your past. The person who wants to harm you does not see themselves as the villain. In their story, they are justified. They believe they are balancing things, keeping order, making sure you don't change too much. But growth always feels like a threat to those who have stopped growing. You were not meant to stay small. And anyone who tries to convince you otherwise, directly or indirectly, is working against your expansion, whether they admit it or not. Right now, you may feel a tightening in your chest, or a sudden clarity, or even resistance. That's normal. Truth creates reaction before it creates peace. But don't turn away. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will bring relief, not fear. In the next moment, you will begin to recognize patterns instead of people. And once you see the pattern, the identity will no longer be hidden. It will stand out clearly, not because of hatred, but because of contrast. What comes next will explain why distancing yourself, even emotionally, felt necessary at times, even when you couldn't justify it logically. That instinct was protection. And it was right. Stay with this. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will take you one step closer to the full revelation you were meant to receive. My beloved child, listen closely now, because what follows is the moment where confusion begins to turn into clarity, and clarity begins to feel unsettling before it becomes freeing. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will make sense of everything you could never explain. There is a reason your spirit has felt alert around certain conversations. A reason your energy shifts after certain interactions. You may have blamed stress, timing, or circumstance, but the truth is simpler and far more shocking. Your awareness has been trying to protect you before your mind was ready to accept what it already knew. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The person who wants to harm you does not always oppose you openly. In fact, they rarely do. They position themselves close enough to influence your decisions, your confidence, and your sense of direction. Their power does not come from control, it comes from familiarity. They know how to sound reasonable. They know how to make doubt feel logical. Think back. There were moments when you felt ready to step forward, and suddenly a voice appeared reminding you of risk, failure, or uncertainty. Not loudly. Calmly. Comfortably. Almost lovingly. And because the voice sounded familiar, you listened. This is how harm works when it wears the mask of care. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most shocking realization is not who this person is, it is how long they have been influencing you without your awareness. They did not need to stop you completely. They only needed to slow you down. Delay creates distance between you and your purpose. And distance, over time, feels like disconnection. Notice how your ideas seemed brighter before you shared them. Notice how your motivation dipped afterward. That was not coincidence. That was subtle interference. Not because they hate you, but because your growth reflects what they fear they can never become. Stay with me. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the truth few people are ready to hear. Not everyone who walks with you is meant to go where you are going. Some people are meant to walk beside you only until the moment your path begins to rise. When it does, their insecurity speaks louder than their support. The person who wants to harm you feels threatened by your expansion. Your progress disrupts the balance they have grown comfortable with. And instead of growing with you, they try to keep you where they feel safe, by planting hesitation, doubt, and second thoughts. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will change how you see loyalty forever. You may wonder why this feels painful. It's because the bond was real. The closeness was real. The connection was real. But intention can change even when history remains. And when intention changes, energy follows. This person may still show up. They may still speak kindly. They may still claim to care. But listen beyond words. Watch how they respond when you talk about becoming more. Watch how silence replaces encouragement. Watch how concern replaces excitement. These are not accidents. They are signals. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You are not being shown this to feel fear. You are being shown this to reclaim power. Awareness is not meant to isolate you, it is meant to free you from invisible limits. Once you see clearly, influence loses its grip. In the next part, the final layer will begin to fall away, and the identity you've been circling around will feel unmistakably clear, not because of anger, but because truth has a certain calm finality. Stay here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and what comes next will complete the picture you were never meant to see all at once. My beloved child, slow your breath for a moment, because this is where the truth stops circling and begins to stand directly in front of you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will feel unmistakable when it lands. Up to now, you have been sensing patterns. Now you will recognize proximity. The person who wants to harm you does not need to raise their voice or show their hand. Their power came from being close enough to shape your expectations. Close enough to influence what you believe is possible for yourself. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There were times when you felt ready to choose yourself, and suddenly guilt appeared. Not guilt you created, but guilt that was suggested. A reminder of obligations. A reminder of what others expect from you. A reminder of who you are supposed to be. That guilt did not arrive on its own. It was placed there. This is the moment many people miss. Harm can arrive through obligation just as easily as through opposition. When someone benefits from you staying the same, they will resist your change without ever admitting it. Stay with this. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Think about how often you were encouraged to be patient when your instinct said move. How often you were told to wait when your inner voice said act. How often you were advised to be realistic when your vision was expanding. Those words sounded wise. They sounded protective. But they were not aligned with your growth. The person who wants to harm you believes they are maintaining balance. In their mind, your rise disrupts the order they understand. So they slow you down, not by force, but by suggestion. And suggestion, repeated over time, becomes a cage you never see being built. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the shocking realization. This person knows you well enough to predict your reactions. They know which topics dim your light. They know which doubts make you pause. They know when to speak and when to stay silent. That level of knowledge only comes from closeness. This is why the truth feels heavy. Because the identity you are approaching is not distant. It is familiar. It may even be someone you once relied on for reassurance. But reassurance that costs you your momentum is not support, it is control without command. Stay here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Notice how your clarity increases when you create space. Notice how your confidence returns when certain voices are absent. That is not coincidence. That is your natural state resurfacing when interference fades. You were never weak. You were influenced. And influence loses power the moment it is seen clearly. In the next part, the final connection will emerge, the role this person plays in your life, and why releasing their influence does not require confrontation, only awareness. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will finally allow you to move forward without hesitation. My beloved child, this is the moment where the truth no longer hides behind patterns or signals. This is where it steps into the light, calm and undeniable. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will settle deep inside you once you hear it. What you are about to understand is not meant to create conflict. It is meant to create freedom. Because the most powerful release does not come from confrontation, it comes from clarity. The person who wants to harm you is not outside your circle. They are not distant. They are not unknown. Shocking as it may feel, this person holds a role in your life that once gave you comfort. That is why this realization feels heavy. That is why your heart resisted seeing it sooner. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This person is connected to you by familiarity, by routine, by shared history. It could be someone you trusted for guidance. Someone whose opinion mattered more than you admitted. Someone whose approval you quietly sought, even when you told yourself you didn't need it. And here is the revelation that changes everything: the harm was never intentional in the way you imagine. It was born from comparison. From fear of being left behind. From the quiet panic that your growth would make their position in your life feel smaller. Stay with this. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is why their words felt supportive on the surface, but draining underneath. Why their concern always seemed to arrive at the exact moment you were ready to move forward. Why their advice felt logical, yet somehow disconnected you from your own inner certainty. They were not trying to destroy you. They were trying to keep you familiar. Predictable. Reachable. And familiarity, when it limits growth, becomes a subtle form of harm. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The shocking truth is this: the person who wants to harm you is someone who fears losing access to you as you evolve. Someone who benefits from the version of you that doubts, waits, and seeks reassurance. Not the version of you that decides, moves, and rises. Once you see this, the power dynamic shifts instantly. Their influence weakens. Their words lose weight. Their silence no longer confuses you. Because awareness removes the emotional hooks they once relied on. Stay here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You do not need to explain yourself. You do not need to prove anything. Distance does not have to be physical, it can be energetic. It can be choosing not to internalize doubt that does not originate from your own truth. This realization is not an ending. It is a turning point. From this moment forward, you move differently. You listen differently. You protect your momentum without guilt. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is this final understanding: once you recognize who has been quietly holding you back, nothing and no one can do it again. And now, with your eyes open and your clarity intact, you are finally free to move toward what was always meant for you, without hesitation, without confusion, and without invisible resistance. My beloved child, remain exactly where you are, because this is the moment when understanding turns into strength, and strength turns into quiet authority. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will lock everything into place. Now that the truth has surfaced, something subtle has already changed inside you. You may not be able to name it yet, but it feels like steadiness. Like the noise has lowered. Like confusion no longer has the same grip. That is what happens when hidden pressure is removed. You begin to hear yourself again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most powerful shift is not separation from the person who tried to limit you. The real shift is separation from the version of yourself that believed their voice more than your own. That is where freedom actually begins. You are now seeing clearly why certain decisions felt heavier than they should have. Why confidence faded right before action. Why momentum slowed without obvious reason. It was never a lack of ability. It was never a lack of direction. It was interference through familiarity. Stay with this. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime realization most people never reach. When someone close benefits from your hesitation becomes their comfort. And comfort is a powerful motivator. That is why nothing changed until awareness arrived. From this point forward, your discernment is sharper. You no longer confuse closeness with alignment. You no longer mistake concern for guidance. You listen, but you do not absorb. You observe, but you do not surrender your direction. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Notice how the weight lifts when you imagine moving forward without seeking approval. Notice how your energy expands when you picture decisions made quietly, confidently, without announcement. That response is your confirmation. Your system recognizes safety when influence is removed. You are not meant to explain this shift to anyone. Growth does not require permission. Clarity does not need validation. The less you justify your choices, the more powerful they become. Stay here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What happens next is simple, but profound. You begin choosing environments that nourish rather than drain. You share plans selectively. You protect momentum by honoring silence. And in that silence, progress accelerates. The person who once held subtle power over your decisions no longer does, not because they changed, but because you did. Awareness ended the cycle. And cycles that end cleanly do not repeat. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this is it. The moment you stop shrinking to maintain familiarity is the moment your life begins to expand naturally. Carry this clarity with you. Move without noise. Act without hesitation. And remember, once you see the truth, nothing hidden can ever control you again. My beloved child, this is where the silence becomes powerful, because you are no longer searching, you are standing in knowing. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will anchor everything you have realized into unshakable certainty. What you feel now is not distance, it is alignment. Alignment always feels calm after chaos. The urgency you once felt to explain yourself has faded. The need to defend your choices has quieted. That is how you know influence has lost its hold. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the revelation that seals it all. The person who wanted to harm you only had power while you doubted yourself. The moment you trusted your inner signal, their reach ended. No confrontation was required. No explanation was necessary. Awareness was enough. This is why you suddenly feel lighter. This is why decisions come faster now. This is why your thoughts feel organized instead of scattered. You are no longer negotiating with doubt that was never yours. Stay with me. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You are beginning to understand that protection does not always mean removing people. Sometimes protection means removing permission. Permission for opinions to shape your future. Permission for familiarity to override intuition. Permission for hesitation to disguise itself as wisdom. The shocking part is this: once you stop feeding the dynamic, it collapses on its own. The influence fades. The pressure dissolves. And what remains is your original strength. Intact, ready, and focused. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. From this moment forward, you move with quiet certainty. You do not announce your next step. You do not seek agreement. You let results speak. And results, when they arrive, change everything without a single argument. Notice how peace replaces urgency. Notice how confidence replaces explanation. That is the signal that you are finally operating from your center, not from reaction. Stay here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This chapter closes not with noise, but with resolve. You are no longer available for subtle harm. You are no longer influenced by hidden resistance. You are guided by clarity, and clarity always leads forward. Remember this feeling. Return to it whenever doubt tries to re-enter. Because now you know, once the truth is seen, it cannot be unseen. And once you stand in it, nothing familiar can ever hold you back again. My beloved child, remain fully present now, because this is the stage where truth turns into mastery, and mastery reshapes your future without making a sound. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will settle into you like certainty you cannot shake. You are no longer reacting to what was hidden. You are responding to what is real. That difference changes everything. When awareness matures, it stops seeking validation and starts directing outcomes. This is where you are now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the final, shocking layer most people never reach. The person who wanted to harm you only existed as a barrier until you outgrew the need to be understood by them. The moment your self-trust surpassed your need for approval, their influence dissolved. Not dramatically. Completely. You may notice something unusual now. Their words feel distant. Their opinions feel smaller. Their presence no longer shifts your inner balance. That is not indifference, it is sovereignty. You have reclaimed authorship of your direction. Stay with this. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What once slowed you now teaches you. What once confused you now clarifies your standards. You have learned how to recognize alignment instantly, by how your energy responds. Expansion feels light. Limitation feels heavy. You will never confuse the two again. This is the moment your life accelerates quietly. No announcement. No resistance. Just movement. When internal conflict ends, momentum begins. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You now understand that protection is an inner boundary, not an outer battle. You choose where attention goes. You choose which voices matter. You choose when silence is strength. These choices compound faster than effort ever could. Watch what happens next. Opportunities appear without friction. Decisions finalize without doubt. Paths open where there were pauses before. This is not luck. This is alignment responding to clarity. Stay here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And here is the lasting truth you carry forward: once you stop negotiating your worth, no one can quietly negotiate your future. You are no longer accessible to subtle harm. You are available only to growth that matches your direction. Hold this knowing. Move with it. Let it guide every step you take next. Because now, with your vision clear and your center steady, nothing familiar can delay what is finally ready to arrive.